Hey, Family Sports Pro, B. Seymour, Seymour Barry 15, gmail.com, and Seymour Barry 15, gmail.com. I kind of broke my ankle last night, so uh, let's hope it heals better. But I'm in the bed doing my show. But it's okay because I'm doing the show. So this is Saturday, Christmas Eve. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But the first holiday is Christmas, and so we're gonna do our picks for this Saturday coming up here in less than an hour. Picks. So I've already won my Jacksonville. As I said, I want to go back to about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I said the two teams to look out for that nobody was gonna want to play. You can go back to the shows. I said was Detroit and Jacksonville, and where are we now? Detroit 7-7, on the verge of a playoff berth. Jacksonville, I think they're 7-7 now. I think Jacksonville was 6-8, so they're 7-8, on the verge of a playoff victory after their victory over the Jets, easily in the Meadowlands or MetLife Stadium on Thursday. So now we got to look at the big picture and see who else is going to be going for playing a playoff verse on this Saturday, special Christmas Eve Saturday. As I'll start the 1 o'clock slate. Buffalo goes into Chicago after just getting by Miami last week. I have the Bills winning that game. Uh, Cincinnati going into, sorry, I couldn't see that. Sorry. Cleveland going home. Deshaun Watson getting a little sharper, getting a little better. Going to take on a New Orleans team that's trying to get into the playoffs, but I think Cleveland wins that game. Excuse me. All right. Boy, what's going on here? Tennessee must win. Got to beat Houston. They do it. They will defeat the Titans at home. Kansas City coming off a tough loss. Cincinnati. I think they rebound and win this week as they will defeat the Seattle Seahawks, who's also looking for a playoff berth in the playoffs this year. But I think Kansas City wins that game. Minnesota Giants. Interesting game. Giants need a win. Minnesota coming off a big win. I just think good teams are good teams, and they don't lose to teams that are trying. I just think that at this point right now, that Minnesota's just a better team, and they'll come back uh, off a big win last week, win again this week to improve their playoff status in the NFC North. Okay. Um, Now this Cincinnati New England game. New England coming off the terrible, terrible loss when they could have went to overtime and had a chance to win. Unlike Belichick teams, really don't like it, but it's New England. You say, okay, they lost. I don't feel bad for them. 7 Super Bowl titles, by the way, guys. So I like Cincinnati in that game on the road. Um, Denver. Denver, Carolina. Both teams look like they need a win. Both teams playing okay. But I just think Denver's going to have a good end to their season. So I like Denver winning this game on the road. Baltimore. Oh, my God. No Lamar. Can't figure out what they're going to do on offense. Whether they're going to run, pass. Just, when you have a great quarterback like Jackson, when it's time to replace him, you try to get the same thing, but you're not getting the same thing. He's such an elite MVP talent that you can't just get a Lamar Jackson replacement. You can't. And so that's why they've struggled on offense. Their defense is not playing as well either. John Harbaugh really has to look at his team and say, hey, what are we good at and what can we do to win out so we can make it to the playoffs? Right now, they're still second place in their division in the NFC North, AFC North rather. So they're in a good position to get in as a wild card. But these final 3 games are critical for them in making the playoffs. So I'm just gonna go with Baltimore winning that game against New England. Well, sorry. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. I got Baltimore and Atlanta. I apologize. Sorry. Um, but anyway, Baltimore winning, defeating Atlanta. Atlanta's getting better, but they're just not there yet. So I got Baltimore winning that game. I got my 49ers at home against Washington. Washington defense is pretty good. Our defense is pretty good. It's going to be who makes the least amount of mistakes, who makes the big plays on offense, who can win this game. My 49ers, I think, will come through. I think that Purdy's getting better, but he's not where we need him to be, but he's not making any mistakes. So thus far, I'm going to go with Purdy and the 49ers winning this game. All right. Dallas, Philly, game of the day. As far as I'm concerned, Dallas has got to win this game. It's a must win. Listen, it's a bigger must win than anything because they have to prove at home they can win a game against a good team. And this is the best team in the league, 13-1. No Jalen Hurts, but Dallas got to win. It's just the bottom line. So I'm going to take Dallas in a nail biter, but I'm going to take Dallas to win this game. Pittsburgh, Vegas. Pittsburgh has been playing very well, and I'm not surprised because Mike Tomlin is that type of coach. He believes that regardless of who they have at quarterback, regardless of who, he believes his defense makes the difference, and it's just the Pittsburgh way. Pretty much always been that way. Could count on the Pittsburgh defense to play well, and they weren't playing well early in the season, but they're playing well now. And I look for Pittsburgh to beat Vegas at home at Heinz Field. I just think they will. So I got Pittsburgh winning that game. Tomorrow's slate, pretty just 3 games, but um, they're big games. Okay, Miami playing Green Bay at home after coming off 3 straight losses, but a very humbling loss because they were in that game in Buffalo in the cold. They played well. They had some big plays, but they came up short against a very good Bills team. But I look at Miami to bounce back, knock Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay out of the playoffs, and win that game in Miami. Uh, Denver and the Los Angeles Rams. I don't know. I just see that Denver, Denver's just a better team right now than the Rams, and they'll win that game. And then Tampa going up against Arizona. Tampa needs the game. Tom Brady comes through in the desert. Arizona never wins at home. It's just I don't know what it is. They just don't win at home. So I got Tom Brady and Tampa winning that game. Now I need to go back into the slate because I said Denver was playing Carolina, and it wasn't Denver, and I knew it wasn't. I don't know why I said it, but it was Detroit, the Lions, who I mentioned earlier in regards to one of the 2 teams, them and Jacksonville, being the teams that nobody wanted to play. So it's Detroit defeating Carolina on this Saturday. That's who I have in that game, so I apologize for that, family. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to have the girls on the show just to give a little buzz. Maya Aston! Come, hurry up! So I'm gonna let them give you some Merry Christmas. I need you to say Merry Christmas to my crew, my TV show. Okay? Say go ahead.
Merry Christmas.
They can't see you, they gotta see you.
Merry Christmas.
There you go, So this is Aston. She came to say Merry Christmas. Maya didn't come. Okay, here comes Maya. Hurry up. Come on, Maya. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Come on, get in there. Put your picture in. Say Merry Christmas. They don't see you. You got to see your face.
Christmas.
Okay, all right. And there's Lonnie.
Merry Christmas.
All right. You see that tunnel in her mouth? All right. So they're going to... All right. So they're going to be doing some pics with me coming up here next week. So I just want them to give you some Merry Christmas salutations. I thank you, family, for hanging in with me. I hope my ankle ain't that bad. I didn't go get a cast yet, but I know it's broke. Coming up the stairs with a bunch of gifts, slipped. It was so cold outside. I slipped. I didn't break anything because it was all closed, but nevertheless, they got me in the bed last night, and now I'm just kind of laying here. So for anybody who gets their gift late, don't be pissed, please. I don't have many gifts to give, but to everybody, I wish you happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. And I thank you for watching my show. I thank you for the likes. I thank you for the dislikes, actually, the unlikes. So, I mean, and just you participating and being with me is a big thing to me. So, hit me at SeymourBarry15gmail.com, SeymourBarry15gmail.com. I'm going to give you my picks one more time, then I'm going to be out. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I did Jacksonville. I got the Jacksonville win. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Where's my light? Come on, you're supposed to light up on me. I don't know what happened to the light, guys. All right, well, here are the picks, because we got to get this done. Jacksonville, I already gave to you. I don't like that. All right, we're going to get this light. Okay, here we go. Jacksonville, I already gave to you. We got Buffalo. Buffalo wins 35-31. Cleveland's going to win. Cleveland's going to win pretty big. I think 31-17. Tennessee wins big, but it'll be a tough game for them. I'd say 28-13. Kansas City over Seattle. That's going to be a 28-21 game. Minnesota over the Giants, 33-21. Cincinnati over New England is going to be 35-22. I think Detroit's going to just kick Carolina's butt. I'm just going to give them a 31-24. Not really kicking their butt, but 31-24. Late couple of scores by Carolina in that one. But Detroit prevails. Baltimore over Atlanta. I think that's going to be a tight game. Might be in the 20s. 24-21. I think Baltimore will win. 49ers defeat Washington 33-18. 33-17. How about that? 33-17. Dallas will defeat Philadelphia 31-30. 31-30 in that game. Okay, guys? Pittsburgh over the Raiders. That's going to be an easy defensive game. Let's go with 20. How about this? 21-17. That's what I look at in that game. Then on the Sunday slate, I got Miami defeating Green Bay. It'll be close. I say 33-31. Miami defeats Green Bay. And then I got Denver defeating the Rams 24-21. And then I got Tampa Bay defeating Arizona 28-21. And then on Monday night, I got the Chargers defeating Indianapolis 31-24. 31-24. So those are my picks. Keep hitting me on SeymourBarry15gmail.com. SeymourBarry15@gmail.com. I just think that as we get close to the end here, it's going to get much better. So let's compare picks. SeymourBarry15gmail.com. SeymourBarry15gmail.com. All right, guys. Take care. Be well. Enjoy your Christmas. I will talk to you next week going into the New Year's weekend. Peace, family. Thanks for being with me, all right? And pray for me. Hopefully I didn't break my ankle. Peace.